Once you have
and we have begun.
Once you guys have rested up, Yorkie comes over to meet you. And he says, "Whenever you all are ready, I'll be happy to take you back to the Shaft B, to the deep mines."
Awesome.
Okay, he leads you away back through the sort of upper level of the mines and the operations that are going up there. You know, you see dozens and dozens of workers who have pretty quickly been set back to work after the brief interruption. Aside from the one worker who's been pulled aside on a stretcher because he doesn't have a foot anymore.
But he does have a foot.
But it's liquid.
He's a foot.
Okay. He also doesn't have one foot. But I mean,
everybody else. But after an attack by a slime and all of this and losing people, they're just sending everybody else back into work.
Oh yeah. No, like really fast. There's like a 15-minute break before you guys have finished your short rest. They've set people back to work. You see like a foreman like going around rounding people up, telling people that they're on the clock.
Slime attacks are really the only time they get a break. Seems like awesome.
And by the time you head back there, everybody's already hard at work. He leads you down a couple of passageways around through the chamber that you passed through before, where you saw the black slime, and back to kind of a back passageway that arcs around. It's probably a good 15-minute walk to get back to this back tunnel, which you see kind of extends into the darkness far ahead of you. And he leads you off a side passageway to Shaft B. He pulls a lever, and the elevator, which is at the bottom, begins to creak and groan and come up the shaft.
While we're waiting for the elevator, ask him how many people are currently working down there.
There's probably about a dozen that what's her name? Countess Daria is sent down there. Yeah.
Is that typical?
Yeah, that's pretty typical. It's considering the danger, it's a pretty narrow group that has been permitted down there. I myself will not be accompanying you, as after the first time I went down there, I have no intention of going back down there again.
Quite right. You have civilians down there.
Yes.
Just the elite.
Well, I hope you all. I hope Countess Daria's trust in you is well placed, and I hope you get things in order down there soon. You can't believe the number of man hours I've lost to these incidents. It's completely.
I've been spending the last kind of like studying the foreman's vocal patterns. Just in case.
I'm like a native of this village now.
You're looking for.
Yeah, now speak like foreman. It is like very common to me to speak in this Russian accent.
Yeah. You study him, and there's it takes a good 10 minutes for the elevator to come all the way up, and he's making chit chat with you for that whole time, so you have plenty of time to study his vocal patterns. Eventually, after the chit chat is kind of petering out, and he's just standing there awkwardly with you all, and still creak, and finally there's a loud thunk, and this heavy elevator comes to rest up at the top. He pulls the iron doors open and motions you in.
Okay.
And he says there's a switch over at the side there. You just pull the doors shut, lock them, and then you'll be able to pull that switch to head down.
And how do we get back up?
Good luck. Do not die.
Ariana, I can't remember. Do you have dark vision?
I
Nope.
gently pat his arm, give him a hug before we go.
You
No,
are
I light a
disgusting.
torch.
And
The torches are lit. Yeah.
Also cast light on something that you're carrying, but I don't know if you want to be able to drop it.
oh,
You can cast light on my sword.
Okay. You light it.
I guess power bolt on something.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay.
Cantrip though, so you can just keep recap.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. You guys close up the door.
Do you have a particular like color of light that you like?
I think a nice yellow light like that of the sun.
Yeah, like a green yellow. Yeah.
Like a what? Like a lemon lime. Like the sun.
It's refreshing.
It flashes between different colors like a disco.
No.
The sun.
Victoria doesn't do that kind of shit. She's very serious.
Yeah, you guys struggle with this kind of stiff iron rusted lever. Eventually, heave it across. There are a couple loud chunks. The elevator drops precipitously for a moment, and then you slowly begin descending and clunking.
I say a prayer to Farlongen to guide this journey.
Yeah. Once again, it takes a good 10 minutes for this elevator to descend, and you figure it must be, hundreds and hundreds of feet that you descended into the earth.
You better hope that Farlongen can hear you down here, hun.
He's in all the places, even the deep ones.
Well, let's pray a little louder then.
Eventually, after some 10 minutes, you come to the bottom of this shaft. You can see the floor approaching up below you. And with a few more loud groans, the elevator comes to rest. Won't be a bit jarringly at the bottom.
This is like the only place you can get off.
Yeah,
Okay.
you come to rest on the stone below you. This is the bottom of the shaft.
Okay.
Very cool. Think of that.
Yeah, we'll open the door and step out. Can we see or hear anybody from where we are in the shaft?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, with some creaking, keep the doors open and step out into the shaft.
Do they not oil anything in this mine?
No.
No.
The oil costs money. You know what doesn't cost money? Well, cost less? Sweat.
Yeah, but it's not usually as good a lubrication.
Very good.
What are you talking about? Elbow grease, that's what we're talking about.
It's not a real thing, and grease is different than oil.
Oh. Yeah, you guys step out of the elevator, and there's a passageway that kind of curves around about, 40 feet, and then heads off to your left. A single passageway ahead.
Okay. Can we hear work or anything?
You give me perception checks.
Cool.
Natural 1.
I'm still praying to Farlong and I can't hear anything.
14.
Sorry, completely forgot about the dice part of this game. The overlook.
No, I did too. We're...
That was deep. 16. Ha! 16.
You guys don't immediately really hear anything aside from, the winds through the tunnels and kind of like groans that echo through the halls. As you proceed a bit forward around this bend, you do notice that there's a dim light that is being cast from around that corner.
Okay.
Haha, we bring our own dim light. They can't defeat us with that.
Well prepared.
Yeah. How do you guys want to proceed?
Heck, I'll go ahead and head. It's fine. Walk in front.
Can you repeat it? You clipped a bit there. Can you repeat what you said?
Sorry, what?
You cut out a bit there. Can you repeat that?
Oh. I said I'll just go on ahead, unless we'd rather have Oriana creep up and see what's up there.
Yeah, I tend to be straightforward.
There are supposed to be workers down there, right? Or not?
There are like the Countess's personal workers down there that may or may not be looking for evil artifacts.
Right. Yeah, so we should just go on. We have authority, right? So we can just stride on in there.
Not necessarily, but yeah.
You can Yorkie that you have authority. Okay, yeah, you proceed around this bend. And just beyond the corner, another 40 feet up, you see a guy standing at a T-junction of these tunnels. He's holding a torch and kind of leaning back against the wall, and he's decked out in full plate and has a long sword hanging at his side. You can see he's wearing like the insignia of Countess Daria's house. And here's you guys coming up the tunnel from the elevator.
Yep.
And he looks at you and he says, "You there? What are all you doing down here?"
Oi! The foreman. Sorry. Using my Russian accent, I've learned.
It's so hard to keep it straight.
Eugenie. Russia, the foreman sent us down here to. The Countess also said you need extra workers. We are very stupid and unfortunate to have been. We drew lots. This is a goblin friend who is very terrible looking, but very good worker. This also is very good worker. They have told us that we are at your disposal. Should I roll a deception?
You hear? Sure. Give me a deception.
14.
14. You hear him curse. He's like, "Shit, what the fuck? You already know it's better than to be sending people down here. What in the world's going on? Turn back right now. You're not supposed to be here."
Listen, I don't care if it is for.
Send miners down here.
I don't care what you have us do if it is moving dust and powder back to the elevator, but I have need of day of money. You'll take away this opportunity for me and my friends. It is bad for me. I have family to feed. Your family? You ever seen them starve to death?
You can
No.
give persuasion on the basis of your family.
Are
You asking me if I have persuasion?
Yeah,
I do have persuasion.
I can use the Aiden as well. I'm just gonna. He has 36 children. They're all under 6 years old.
John, help. Rob, and help. 13.
13. Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, "I don't care how many children you have. You can't be here. This is a restricted area." And he starts like,
15 plus.
Sorry, kind of cut out there.
He says, "I don't care how many children you. This is a restricted area," and he starts moving towards you and with like his arms, like as if to shoo you back towards the elevator shaft.
I sort of step.
No, you cannot. I will not go. Here, come this way. I demand to see your boss. I demand it.
Countess Daria? Okay, then let's go up the elevator shaft. First, we're gonna talk to Georgi and set his ass straight.
I
Come on.
step forward and I'm like, "Good job, soldier. That was an excellent test of whether or not you would let restricted citizens down into this mine shaft. Well, we're here from strict orders from the Countess to ensure that everything is going according to plan."
You see him stop befuddled for a moment. Give me a persuasion
I'm
roll.
going to use my inspiration because I am not good at this.
I'll help her.
Oh, I was going to stab this guy.
That was a lie earlier. 19.
Wait, what did you say, Harden?
I got 19.
A 19?
She doesn't really have 36 children. I was lying to you a second ago. I'm really good at that.
Great 7 with even a 7.
You get a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at you and he stops and he like almost believes you for a second, and then he's like, "What's going on here? Who are you people? You don't even have the. You're not one of Countess Daria's guards." And you see that his hand.
No, we're nothing so pedestrian as.
You see his hand goes to his sword. He's like, "Come on, we're going up to the surface now."
I cast friends.
Yeah, tell him to go up the elevator.
I cast friends on myself, which gives me advantage on all charisma checks against him.
Okay.
And do we actually have an insignia from Canastaria, don't we?
We have the papers from the order, but I'm not sure that she's necessarily friendly to the order, so it may not make sense.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Look, man, I appreciate that you're doing your job, but we do need to get through here, and someone needs to take care of the mine foreman. There was just an attack up there by a slime thing, so you need to go up there and take care of that.
So friends gives you advantage on your checks?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And that's persuasion. Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. 15 plus 7, 22.
22. He's like, okay, Georgi was attacked with. Okay, there are a lot of stories going on here. Fine, I'm happy to go up and help him, but what in the world are you doing here, and what gives you the authority to be here?
Kind of sorry, set us down. We're inspectors. Like you.
Daria sent you? Do you have any evidence of this? I've never seen you as part of her guardsmen or working with her. How about this? How about we all go up? We help.
So I cast silent image
Yes.
on. Hold on. I have silent image. I have it. Hold on. Let me look it up and see what I can do with it.
We'll all go up. We'll
Yes,
help.
I agree. Let us all go up to upstairs. Sounds good.
So I know what an insignia looks like. The kind of star is insignia.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I size this guy up a little bit about how tough a fight does he look?
you have that fighter ability that allows you to do that, like straight up.
Kind of like between full plate, like, when he grabs his sword, does he have anything that, I don't have any ability, it's, sense motive or wisdom?
He looks like he would be maybe
Like 40 hit points, 50.
yeah, you don't get the fighter ability, so you don't get to know that. He's wearing full plate and he has a great. He looks like he would be in a
Great.
position of among Countess Daria's people. But there's one of him and 3 of you. But he doesn't look like pushing over.
I can cast silent image and make it look like I have an insignia from her.
Like-
Oh, you wanted identification? Yeah, here, hold on, look at this. Now hold
You
it
can
up.
probably do that with minor illusion.
That's what he's doing.
I don't actually have it.
Okay.
So it's gonna have to be silent.
I feel like you guys have spun so many stories at this point. I don't want you to waste your spell. I think he's beyond the point of that type of deception, being vulnerable to that kind of deception. Oriana, you said, okay, yes, let's go up the elevator. And he's like, all right, we'll go, we'll talk to Georgi, we'll find out how he's been injured, I'll see what I can do, and we'll all go upstairs and get this straightened out. And he starts shepherding you guys back towards the elevator.
Yeah, I kind of push back into him, kind of like, it's like, oh, do we really gotta go, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, you really got to go. He pushes forward into you.
Does it look like there's a way that we can sort of jam the controls repairably on the elevator?
If you have any kind of like mechanical knowledge or that kind of any like smithing or blacksmith tools or any such thing.
Does it count as a vehicle?
Okay. Okay. So I didn't want to have to burn a second level spell slot, but I do also have suggestion.
No, I'm gonna stab this guy, guys.
Yeah. To like knock him out and tie him up.
I was
Yeah,
just
that's
kind of sorry personally about it. That's the suggestion lasts up to 8 hours. So he'll be 8 hours down the road before he figures out how to cast a spell on him. I figured that.
How are you guys gonna deal with it?
It's up to you. I'm pretty happy to just beat him into
Knock him
submission.
Knock him
out.
Okay, we'll do it that way then.
Can I do a sleight of hand or stealth check to get a surprise round as I'm pushing back into him?
Yeah, a sleight of hand would get you a surprise attack against him as you're up close at him.
15.
You rolled a nat 20 on his perception.
Yeah.
He sees you, like he sees the glint of steel coming out of your robes, and he goes, "Who are you really?" And you see him draw his sword, roll initiative.
6.
I made up for my nat 1.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, 6. Look at that.
Okay, so it goes Victoria, Oriana, or Gru. You guys both had 6s. Who goes first there?
I like 16 bucks.
6.
Okay, so
What was the question? Sorry.
What's your dex?
What's your
14.
dex? Oh, I go first.
you guys, yeah, he catches you, but he kind of like pushes back a little bit and stumbles backwards. And you guys all go before him. Victoria, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make them.
Yeah, you pull your mace out and just move to club the fuck out of him.
I do not.
Yeah, you go clanking off of his armor. Oriana, what are you up to?
I
You're in close.
I will cast. I have a cantrip. Getting its guided strike. It just gives me advantage on my next attack before the end of the next round. Or can I move to a spot of flanking?
Yeah, Victoria just came in and tried to mace him, so you can flank with her.
All right, so I move around the guard to get behind, so that I can get an advantage and sneak attack. 22 to hit.
That hits.
6, 8, 11 damage as I kind of like take the short sword hilt and kind of smash him in the back of the head.
Yeah, you get him pretty good, and you hear him grunt. He's like, "Who are you people?" Gru, it's your turn.
The eye of the horse.
You see, he looks around and snarls at you. He's like, "I should have known."
The eye of the horse. I'm right next to him probably.
Yeah, you're pretty close. You probably aren't.
And your forsaken deeds will be taken. The eye of horror sees all of your forsaken deeds.
I will use my bonus action to disengage to get away from him.
You're not adjacent, so you don't have to disengage.
What's that?
You're not necessarily adjacent. You maybe.
Okay. No, fair enough. So I will thrust out my hand and mutter a couple words, and a ghostly skeletal hand is going to disappear. Is going to appear and lovingly caress his cheek. It's a ranged spell attack. Chill touch.
All right. Give me your attack roll.
Oh shoot. 19 plus 6. Is that hit? 25?
19 hits.
D8 necrotic damage. He takes 6 points of necrotic damage, and he cannot heal until the end of I think it's my next turn. Oh, until the start of my next turn, he cannot heal any damage.
Okay.
In the name of Palar! And this ghostly hand just...
Yeah, you see him grunt and kind of like turn away from it. He's like, "I'll bury all three of you." And he looks at you. Let's see. And he brings his greatsword down on you in 2 swift chops. He gets the lower one gets a 20 to hit, so that he hits you twice as he comes down with his greatsword. 10 and 7, 17 points total. Yeah, so he hacks down on you, and he's like, "Fools, you should have known better to fuck with us." And it goes over your turn.
I'm going to. He's been hit now, so I'm going to pull the dead at him. That's a wisdom save.
All right. He makes a wisdom saving throw. He gets 18.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue to be highly ineffective against this guy.
Oriana, it goes to you. You're just behind him.
You should have known better than to fuck with the righteous hand of the Lord. Can someone... Yeah, short rest. Are we going to take a short rest after this, you think, or no? I'm going to say no. All right, I'm going to, again, with advantage, natural 20, 18. So, not 2 natural 20s. Double damage. 6, 7, 10, 16, 19 damage. I smash my hilt on the back of his head.
Oof. 19. Yeah, you hear him like shout in pain, and blood trickles down the back of his skull, and he looks over his shoulder with an icy glare at you. Gru, it's your turn. He is pretty well bloodied.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah, I'll use a bonus action to help. Why can't I think of your name, Margaret?
Victoria.
Victoria.
I use a bonus action to help Victoria.
Okay.
What does that do?
Hit him in the head! It's his weak spot!
Oh, I thought it was to hit him in his plate mail.
What does the help action do?
Is it advantage?
Gives advantage, yeah.
She already has it because she's flanking with you.
Oh, well, then I give it to the goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your consideration, yes.
And it's your turn. Great.
Okay. I'm going to, yeah. I'm just gonna, shh, it's all right. I'm gonna pat him on the head with the glorious skeletal necrotic hand of Palor. With advantage.
All right, you chill touch him. Yeah, you have that 8.
Yeah, I rolled 2 11s. Does 17 hit?
17 just misses. Yeah, it clings onto his armor, and you see a little bit of frost go across the surface of his armor. And then it goes back to him.
It's necrotic damage.
Okay, so he takes 2 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
As the chill penetrates his armor. And he rounds on you, Oriana, after you club the shit out of him. And makes 2 attacks. Does an 18 hit you? He got 2 18s.
Believe it does, but let me check. Yeah, just barely hits.
All right. Yeah, he comes in with a double slash at you for 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is 11. 8 plus 11, 19 points of damage from 2 big swings that come down at you.
Oriana's bleeding. She's hurt.
And it goes to you, Victoria. He is looking pretty badly bloodied, as is your companion, Oriana.
I'm going to try and tilt with that again.
Okay. So
It's really just more efficient for me to heal you once you're down to 0. Just FYI.
He gets a 2.
Okay, so he takes a D12. He takes 11 points of necrotic.
11, which is 49. Yeah, you see his knees almost buckle, and then in an exertion of will, he like kind of hefts himself and glares at you, refusing to go down. Oriana, it's your turn.
I admire your spark, but sometimes spark is not enough.
You should just turn back now.
I got a 20 to hit.
You crit him again.
For 12 damage.
12 damage? Yeah, and you just wallop him across the head, his weak point, once again, and he goes down like a bag of rocks.
Yeah.
There's a clank, clank, clank as all of his plate just crashes against the stone.
I do spare the dying on him.
Okay.
And then
His
Start of my next turn. You can't.
scalp stops bleeding.
and then we
That's
time
fair.
up.
I only knocked him out, Batman style, to death.
Yeah.
We time up and take his insignia. Now we have an insignia.
And now we have an insignia.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, I take 5 minutes and kind of doff his armor and take it off,
Yep,
and then tie him up and gag him, and then throw his body into the elevator shaft, or into the elevator, not the shaft.
God. Okay.
Yeah. He's in his PJs,
And we gag him so that he can't yell.
and you gag him, and you throw him back in the elevator. He has.
Do we animate this armor? I don't feel like wearing it.
It's plate mail.
Yeah, he has a set of full plate and a great sword, and that insignia.
Full plate is good for me.
There you go.
Not much.
It's
Yeah,
all
you're
very
fine.
expensive. So.
It is also super expensive. He's gonna be pissed.
It's based on type of cleric you are. Some clerics have medium armor proficiency, some have heavy.
If you're life or war, I believe you have heavy armor
Great.
or light. I yelled to the goblin, "You there! Listen! What on earth are you doing? Listen see if they're coming or not.
What?
Don't want to get surprised."
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it even hurt. It'll be fine. Whatever. Yeah,
Just put your ear to the stone. I don't know what you goblins do. Isn't that what your ship is good for? Like stone cutting and knowledge and stuff?
Mostly killing people who think being tall makes them better than us, but
Yeah, exactly. That's why no one likes you. Because everyone's taller.
because we're the best and nobody knows it. I'm gonna go peek around the corner and see if there's anything.
You run up to the T intersection. You have dark vision. How far does your dark vision go?
It's like 120 feet. Yeah, dark vision, 120 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you peer out into the darkness in either direction here, and you can see this tunnel goes on a long way. You don't see an end to it. It has kind of a slight curve to it in either direction away from you.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's not
T,
quite
we were
straight.
on the top of the length of the
You're
tunnel.
on the stand of the T.
Yeah, okay.
And he gets up to the top, and in either direction, it goes on a long way into darkness, and the tunnel kind of curves away.
Can we hear any work going on in either direction?
Let's see. Give me perception checks.
Does one end of the tunnel smell better than the other?
Second natural one. Perception check.
Natural one. You hear lots of things. You're pretty sure there are ghosts down here.
I think there's ghosts, guys. Maybe we should go back.
16. I get a 16.
16. You kind of sniff at the air. You don't really hear any. I mean, you hear a bunch of sounds, but it's creaking and wind going through tunnels. Nothing identifiable. Skittering of animals and things. Smell a little bit on the wind, and down the tunnel to your right, you smell like kind of a little bit of an acrid, brimstone-y smell. And in the tunnel that off to the left, it smells very like stale and musty.
So we go towards the acrid.
It smells like demons that way.
It smells like there's something kind of acrid,
Like sulfurish?
Yeah.
On the wind. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the forge smell up there when we burnt that essence slime.
I say we go this way, towards the stench.
Well, that's probably where people are going to be.
I agree.
Or demons. They could still be demons.
Not that I'm going to be any good at this, but should we try to stealth?
By the way, is anyone going to heal me? Because that would be really nice.
Not till you drop to 0.
Okay, well, I'm at 4, so that'll be 1 hit.
All right. I can heal you for so much more if you just. Do you want me to hit you and then I can heal you?
No, just do it your way.
I just see Victoria like raising her mace over her head, like, you want me to fix it?
I could do it. Humans heal from necrotic damage, right?
No. No one heals from necrotic damage. What kind of priest are you?
Whoever said I was a priest.
Yeah, I can drop cure wounds on you.
Hurrah!
It's a 9. It could have been a 12, but
To be fair, you
That's better than that. That's just I'm also out of hit dice, so
oh, you are.
yeah.
Even with your new hit die?
Hmm?
Even with one more hit die?
Even with the 4th.
Oh, I guess I have one d8.
Right. Yeah. Do we want to try and stealth?
I'm always up for stealth. A stealthy one. Ish.
Good to go, I guess.
Yeah, how are you guys going to proceed down this tunnel?
I'm actually kind of stealthy. I can see.
All right, then you can go down first since you have 120 foot dark vision. I've got a light.
Okay. I can get this over us too. That might help.
Can you cast fairy flame, John?
No, darkness.
Okay, that's the opposite.
Yeah.
Not what I was going for.
No.
Can you cast fairy fire, or is that prudence?
That's prudent.
Prudence has it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if the third.
Okay, never mind. I think I'm complete.
Anyway.
No, I
I
don't.
just figured the darkness it would help to light out the targets I can see from a distance then. But no, it's all right. It's all good.
Alright, I'm just gonna make a stealth check and head on down there and see what's up. 10. 10 stealth.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
I follow behind at 60 feet.
Yeah, I do the same.
22.
The secret of stealth is just staying out of sight. It doesn't matter how much noise you make as long as you just stay out of sight. That's really
Right.
that's how
They
it
tell
works.
you. That's how people are invisible.
Exactly. Just wandered along, singing a song to myself.
That goblin keep doing? He's gonna give away our position.
My song.
Didn't no one ever teach him not to sing during stealth? Whole time I'm
Okay. So you guys had what's your so the order is Gru, Oriana, Victoria.
Yeah.
with us around 6 feet behind Gru. And he got a 10 on his stealth, then I got a 22. I don't know what Victoria got.
5.
Five.
There you go.
Still
Okay.
putting on the heavy armor as she goes.
No, I can't wear it.
You can't wear it. Oh,
I only have medium armor.
So you guys head down the tunnel to the right, in the direction of this kind of acrid smell. And you're kind of plodding along for like 5 minutes. This tunnel goes on and curves very slowly as you follow it. 7, 8 minutes pass. And kind of far ahead, Gru, you begin to see at the very range of your dark vision a bit of dim light coming out from somewhere ahead around the curvature of this tunnel. What's your passive perception?
11.
11?
Yes. Yeah, 11.
All right. Yeah. You are plodding along forward, and you begin to see, this light coming out ahead. And Oriana, what's your passive perception?
11.
11, 14. And you're back by Oriana. Are you guys all together or separated?
We're 60 foot apart from Gru, but Victoria and I are together.
Yeah, Oriana's like stealthing in the shadows, and I'm like, I'm sneaking too. Like right in the middle of the tunnel.
Okay, so Gru's 60 foot ahead.
Yeah, and I'm 60 feet ahead. Singing my
Like,
song.
so as soon as I can't see Gru, I speed up.
Okay, so you're in the pitch blackness, in the darkness then. Okay. Yeah, you're creeping ahead in the darkness and you see this light coming from up ahead in the tunnel.
Right, my light casts like 30 feet. So.
Right. So Gru sees light coming from farther ahead.
Yeah, way ahead. So I'll head toward it. Yeah, I'm assuming the others are going to see it too once they get close enough. It's light.
You proceed on forward. You approach this entrance, and let's see here. As you approach, it looks like the tunnel opens out into some kind of chamber ahead of you. And you hear some clunking and work tools. You also hear voices of people talking with each other.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
You hear voices and you hear work.
Voices and work. Oh, okay. Good.
And-
I'm going to pause.
Huh?
I'll pause before I get into the light, then I'll wait for the others.
You pause and wait for the others and allow the light to catch up.
Allow. Oh, the light is coming towards us.
No, sorry, you allow Oriana's light to catch up.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I see the dim light?
Oh. Yeah, no, I should go back and warn her to shut that down.
Because you're hidden in pitch blackness.
Yeah, I'm going to creep back and tell her she should probably stove that before we get too close.
I douse my light.
Yeah.
Or I have Victoria wave it off.
And you proceed along, like, with your hand on the side of the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Because they can both.
I can hold his hand while we're going along.
Yeah, you believe that. And you guys have like a and a 3.
Oh, that's weird. It's not slimy like I thought it'd be.
Myself for me.
I gently rub her palm.
Okay, that's a little weird. Making me uncomfortable now. I admit it's not slimy. Is that enough for you?
Yeah. So you guys douse your light, and meet up together. How are you approaching?
Can we see into the room, or we can just hear the voices at this point?
You're still in the darkness. You can see the tunnel opens up ahead. You can't see into the room yet.
Okay. I think we approach the room.
You can see, like, some stacks of lumber and equipment leaning against the back wall.
Can we tell how many people it sounds like?
You have a perception check?
Sure. Oh, 19.
19?
Yeah.
You would guess it is 4 to 6 people.
4 people?
4 to 6, somewhere in that range.
Oh god. Other people. Wait, does this passage open into this room, or is this room on a door off the side of the passage?
No, this passage opens right into this room.
Oh, okay. So there's no door around it. Well, feels like there's too many to fight. We're gonna have to talk our way through.
I mean, we have the.
You hear?
We have the symbol, so yeah.
One of you guys with charisma should take it though.
I got it. I think I got it.
Okay.
You got it?
So, what? It's a guard room. Is that what we're saying?
That's what it seems like.
How many voices can we tell? Different voices.
4 to 6, somewhere in that range.
4 to 6. Okay.
Quite a few people. Yeah.
All right. I start screaming and run into the room.
I follow her lead.
No. Stay.
Oh, okay. I don't.
You'll know. You'll know when it's time.
Oh, I see.
You get scream and
Yeah, I scream and run into the room.
into the
There's
room.
been a collapse! Another collapse!
You run into the room. You see a room that is probably about 40 foot across. In the center of the room.
Can I? Sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead. I want to help, and because with thaumaturgy, I can do make the appearance of like harmless tremors.
rumbling,
So I
yeah.
do that
Oh, yeah.
as she runs in, so they kind of feel it.
Okay. Yeah. There are kind of tremors as you, right before you go running in. So you see like a 40-foot kind of rounded semicircular room that abuts this back wall that you were walking along. In the center of the room, there's like a bunch of kind of maybe a 10-foot table of granite that's been built up. There are some piles of lumber against one of the side walls, and you see 2 figures who are instructing the work, and then actually carrying out the work and lifting and moving some of these objects are 4 very clearly reasonably badly decayed corpses that are lifting and moving shit around.
Ooh.
And you go sprinting in.
Thank God you have. Thank God you have some of these zombies.
You
I'm
go,
gonna need their help.
Zombies.
you go sprinting and screaming, and the 2
Does
humans.
that actually take me a
What's that?
All right.
What'd you say?
Does seeing the zombies take me back? Is it kind of concerning to me to see them?
Yeah, I mean they're unholy. It's up to you how you react to it, but I would imagine as a member of the Eye, it's concerning, takes you back, and makes you angry.
Yeah, I stay on the course though. I have to lie. I'm a master liar.
Okay.
Do some aftershock commentary.
Okay. Yeah, the two humans look over at you and they're like, where was their collapse? What happened? And they immediately kind of.
Yeah, I kind of go up to them. I don't know if you need me to roll deception.
Give me a deception with advantage because of the thaumaturgy.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. 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 They're like, what happened? Where were you? Where's the collapse?
It's on the tunnel. Come on, follow me.
God damn it! It's too dating. We aren't getting paid enough to work down here. Okay. So also on this semicircular room, you see there's the passage you came in through, and then there are 3 other exits leading.
Are there? Do I see more people?
No, that's the collection of people that you see in this room.
Actually, I say here, call your assistants over. We can figure out the best way to strategize where we're going to put our work.
Okay. Yeah.
And I kind of like push to the ground, and I kind of start drawing a big like tunnel shaped thing. It's like little rocks in different places.
Okay.
Here, crouch in. Look.
Yeah. One of them motions to the zombies and like kind of makes some arcane motions in the air, and you see them drop their work and shuffle over to you guys slowly.
Sorry, there's 2 zombies.
4 zombies.
4 zombies
and 2 guys.
And 2 guys. Sorry. Okay.
So all 6 of them are kind of huddled around my drawing right now.
Yes.
And so what will happen is I'm going to stand right here in the middle of all the rocks and stuff. And then I'm going to stand up, and I stand up, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to shake my arms around real fast. And then I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar, and you're all going to get hurt real bad.
What are you saying? Oh, God!
And then I cast Arms of Hadar, and they all get hurt real bad.
Yeah. So you're motioning in front of them, and they're like kind of looking down, confused, trying to puzzle it out, and then darkness envelops them. And they all roll what kind of thing?
They all roll, I think, reflex. Arms. AR. Strength.
Strength.
Oh, God.
Didn't realize that was a strength pick. Okay. Here. Okay, so fail.
And I also yell, "No!"
Yeah, you guys are about 30 foot back in the tunnel, just beyond the range of the dim light.
Okay.
Fail, and fail. Okay, so all the zombies fail.
Okay.
And one of the 2 humans passes.
All right, they take 6 if they failed and can't take reactions, and 3 if they succeeded and take reactions as normal.
3 if they succeeded. Okay.
Yep.
You take 6. 6. And yeah, you guys hear this from the tunnel ahead of you, and why don't you guys all roll initiative for me?
Sure. 13.
$21. I mean, not 21.
Okay. Yeah, so darkness envelops these guys. You guys suddenly hear chaos erupt in front of you. Oriana, they are so surprised that you. Oriana, they are so surprised that you once again have the initiative on them as they are enveloped in darkness. All 6 of them ahead of you.
I will go ahead and stab. Actually, I'll use a bonus action to gauge.
Arms of Hadar does.
Huh?
Tell me real quick what Arms of Hadar does.
It's not persistent. You invoke the power of Hadar, the Dark Hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. Failed save, target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until its next turn. Well, I guess that doesn't mean I don't have to disengage. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to disengage.
On a successful save, creature takes half damage but suffers no other effects.
Okay, so one of them passed. One of the humans in front of you.
Yeah, so I guess I don't disengage as a bonus action. I will just use my movement to get around to the other side of the human, so I'm not like standing in a group of like a bunch of zombies right now.
Okay.
And then I will
get to the far side.
Yeah, get to the far side, and then I'll give him a stab.
Okay.
I got a 23 to stab.
23 definitely hits.
And since no one else is within 5 feet, and I don't have advantage, I do get my sneak attack.
Okay.
For 13 damage.
13 damage. Which one do you attack? The one on the left or the right?
The one that's only taken 3 so far.
Okay. 13 points of damage. Yeah, you shank him through the ribs, and you hear him shout in pain, and he collapses to the floor.
This is for your unholy deeds, you son of a... Radiant son of Palor.
You radiant son of Palor.
Bless his heart.
Yep. And then
Southern.
from there, it goes to... Yeah, it goes to the other human that was standing next to this guy. Let's look up the spell real quick. Okay. Let's see. You're the only one here in front of him.
Well,
So he will cast Hold Person on you.
Oh no.
Give me a wisdom save.
oh, that's one of my strongest. 7.
7? Yeah, you feel all of your muscles freeze up. And then he casts Spiritual Weapon, and a spiritual dagger dark dagger pops into existence on the other side of you, and makes an attack roll.
Can he do that?
Yeah, it's
It's
a bonus.
bonus action, non-concentration.
Right, but it's not a can.
Our house rules have generally been you can cast a bonus action spell that is or below.
You're real. I thought we had that.
In all my games, I play with it.
Okay. Fair enough. Hit me with your spiritual. I'm not afraid of it.
He gets
Your Lord is dark and not really a true god, so.
He gets a 22 to hit.
How much damage? Get to what to hit?
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
for 6 points of damage. And then, okay, so that was Oriana, leader. Group, it goes to your turn.
Okay. I'm going to burst into the room.
As you burst into the room, you see an arrow come flying out of the darkness, and it pegs you.
Wait, whoa. From outside the room?
Yeah, from like from hidden in the darkness.
Oh,
From like, the tunnel you just came out of.
right.
Behind us?
Yeah, not far from you. And it gets,
Oh, shit.
on the surprise attack, it gets a gentleman's 20 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 8 points of damage.
8. Oh, shit. All right. That wasn't great.
And then, yeah, so an arrow comes flying at you as you go. And then if you go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Would you say the light in this room, would you say that it is bright light or dim light?
Right, yeah, they've been working in here, and there are torches kind of all around the edge of the perimeter of the room.
So it's pretty bright? Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it then. I'm just going to, there's what, like 5 people still in here?
There are 5 guys. There's 1 guy, 4 zombies, and then some other figure that just shot an arrow at you from the darkness.
Right. Out, away. That's out in the tunnel though, so I'm gonna ignore the shit out of that until until I need to. So I guess I'll just dodge into the room and cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
On yourself.
Yeah. That's let's see. That's oh, shoot, God damn it. Oh. That's a bonus action to cast that. I think. Yeah, 1 bonus action, and then I will breathe. I'm going to choose. I'm going to say fire. Fire is always good.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Breathe. Can I catch?
All 4 zombies plus this.
Okay. Yeah, and I will catch all of them in the blast. Probably also Oriana. I'm not gonna lie.
I think the way Oriana arranged them to hunker down over her drawing, you can line them up without getting her.
Oh, okay, sure. I will do that then. That's they make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. The human gets an 8 or 10. You failed.
The
And
DC-14.
the zombies somehow miraculously roll higher. Does a 16 pass?
Yes.
Does a 13 pass?
No.
Okay, so 1 success, 3 failures.
Okay. So the failures take. Oh shit. 14 damage. The failures take. Save. Yeah, the save takes 7.
And the save takes.
I dodge into the room.
Yeah.
Hey, pay more.
The zombies are looking badly charred by the fires of Paylor.
That's good. That's good.
And it goes to you.
Can I see who hit?
Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Yes. Now you can see that there was somebody ducked behind, like or tucked up against the wall at the side of the tunnel. She made an attack with a longbow, and you can see her now.
Okay. So how far away is she from me?
She's probably 10 or 15 feet. She's actually just a few feet behind, a few feet like on the other wall of the tunnel, and a little bit behind you.
Okay.
Quite close.
I'm gonna dash into the room as well.
Okay.
kind of like put my back to the wall so I'm out of her line of sight.
Sure, yeah, around the corner.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. And that'll be... And that was Wiz. Yeah, so 10 plus 4. So everybody heals 14.
Damn. Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to say 2 play that game and cast Spiritual Weapon. I don't know, what do you think Spiritual Weapon for long is? Like a walking staff? Just
A fucking shillelagh.
That's Shillelagh, yeah.
um,
That one motion. Just wham.
D8 plus spellcasting.
1D plus Wiz.
D8.
Thank you. I'm going to try and hit the guy that's concentrating on hold person.
Okay.
Oh, right. I got to hold hit first. Is that plus this? Is that
Mhm.
good? Okay.
And did you increase that when your wisdom increased?
Oh,
Ooh.
I did not hit him.
Yep, it goes sailing wide of him. He just ducks his head as the shillelagh comes swiping in at him.
That's my third natural one this session.
Yeah, you're not hitting the luck on this. Okay, so that was Victoria. It goes back up to you, Oriana. You are held.
Okay.
You,
Roll a saving throw at the end.
You roll concentration.
oh no, he did not roll. Hold
He
on.
didn't get hit.
He got hit by the flame breath for 14,
Oh,
so he
okay.
has a decent save. So let's see if he passes that. He gets 14, so he passes that. And you get a 15, which beats his spellcasting DC.
Cool. I break
yeah,
off
you-
the hole.
Break through the whole person at the end of your turn.
Yep.
From you, it goes to him. Let's see here. He will. He's adjacent to you, right? He'll provoke if you pass on. He'll turn to. Shield of Faith gives you +2 to AC. Is that right? I'm probably just one page away from here. I can figure it out. Shield of Faith +2 to AC concentration. Actually, he's gonna target Gru, who Dragon Breathed him, and he's going to full person you.
Was that wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save.
I'm not good at those. 9. Does 9 make it? 9
9?
makes it, right?
You feel your whole body go rigid, and then you see his spiritual weapon swoop over and come in to stab you.
Got that.
And he gets a 2 to hit. Yeah, so it goes sailing wide.
It like stabs at human height.
Yeah. And let's see, that's his turn. I don't want to provoke an attack opportunity. And then it goes to you, Gru. You are held.
Make a save at the end of my turn.
Yeah, give me a save.
Okay. 6. Getting better.
6. Yeah, you can't seem with your tiny little crusty body to break through.
Can he not? Can he not use Dragon Breath for me? It's not a spell.
It's concentration.
Oh, did you lose it?
Wait, what? Dragon's breath?
Yeah, did you lose the concentration on it?
No, I don't think I.
I don't think restrained.
Yeah, I don't think green causes lots of concentration. If I had taken damage, I'd have to roll, but.
Paralyzed. It makes you paralyzed.
Okay, so you can't open his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'd ask.
So then from Gru, it goes down to the scout. You ran around the corner. Gru is held. You guys, from the darkness, 2 more arrows come out aimed at you, Oriana.
Oh, cool.
And she gets a 12 and a 16 to hit you.
Both of those hit my shield.
Both hit?
No, both hit my shield.
Okay, so miss. Alright. Yeah, you see two arrows come out from the darkened tunnel. They go clanking off your shield. And then it goes to Victoria.
Okay. So who's being held?
Mm-hmm.
All the zombies are still up.
All the zombies are still up.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Oh, they forgot to act. I'll place them after you.
I'm gonna bonus an attack the guy that's holding Brew first.
Okay, with your spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Comes in and flanks him.
That's gonna hit.
So that hits him.
So the D8. Double concentration.
6.
Yeah, six damage.
Okay. And he rolls concentration and gets an 11.
Okay.
So he
Nice.
just passes.
Then I'm going to toll the dead at him. So that's a wisdom save.
Okay, so he makes a wisdom save. Ooh, he passes. He gets a 20.
Okay.
And then the zombies who've been stunned by all this situation happening around them finally shamble into action. 2 of them go after Oriana, and 2 of them shamble over to you.
Okay.
And attack
Hit the goblin.
you.
Hit the goblin.
So they go after
He's
Oriana.
not going anywhere.
Get a 9 and a 21 to hit.
21.
Okay. It batters you for 4 damage with its arm. Groans, leaving a trail of undead filth across your pristine armor. And it gets a 18 and a 21.
Okay.
So 2 hits for 5 plus 2, 7 points of damage as these 2 zombies come in at you. Are you concentrating on anything right now? No, just spiritual weapon.
Right.
Okay. And then it goes back up to you, Oriana.
I'm going to stab at the cleric.
Okay.
20 to hit. I'm guessing that hits. 20 to hit.
20 hits. Easy.
And I'm still the only person within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
I do 14 damage to the cleric.
Oh shit.
14, 40. Yeah, you pull your blade free and come in and shank him. And it goes right through his belly, and he collapses with your blade in his stomach.
Ha!
Slides.
The eye of Horus sees your evil deeds and has judged you unworthy.
You'll never stop us. This will be your grave. Gru, you come unheld, and it's your turn.
Excellent. I'm gonna take a second to just stand there and scream because that was providing some pretty severe flashbacks being tied down to a necromancer's table.
Oh,
PTSD.
Oh, PTSD goblin.
It wasn't great. Yeah,
PTSD.
and then I'm just gonna start vomiting fire like everywhere. So
Were these zombies animated by these dudes? Like, do they have autonomy?
They remain animated.
Okay, all right. They remain.
okay, so they're gonna need to make some deck saves then for the dragon's breath.
Okay, so there are 2 groups now. They've split apart. One over by Victoria at the wall around the corner, and then 2 next to Oriana. Which group do you want to go at?
I'll attack the 2 then. I'm just gonna try to get the most I can in one blast. So
By Oriana or by Victoria?
oh, they each have 2. Okay. Which ones look the most messed up?
The ones by Oriana.
I'll do those then.
Alright.
Deck saves.
Deck saves?
Yep. DC 4.
They fail.
Ha. 3d6 fire damage. 10 points of fire damage.
I award John inspiration for his necromantic screaming.
It's gone to dry heaves now. Just dry heaves of fire.
Ugh.
You got everywhere.
One of them collapses to the floor. The other, you barbecue all of the flesh off of, and you can see it's just like the skeleton remaining, but it sort of holds itself together just in front of you.
Oh god.
And then from Gru, it goes to the scout. Yeah, the scout sees this happen and pops off 2 shots at you, Gru.
Okay.
It gets a 15 and a 16 to hit you.
Yep, those both hit.
For a total of 15 points of damage.
15 points. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, two arrows come flying out of the darkness at you, and then it goes to you, Victoria.
Alright. I've got 2 zombies next to me.
Back of a meal.
Alright.
Are you still up, Gru?
I'm still up. I'm bloodied. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm going to. So there's 2 zombies in the room, and where's the scout? Still on the hallway?
Well, in the hallway, just beyond the dim light in the darkness.
So, like, how far away from the
You can
room?
see her.
Yeah.
Oh, if you peek around the corner, she's probably 30 feet away, just beyond the edge of the dim light.
I'm sorry, you said which of the zombies are still up? All of them? Or just.
1 in front of Oriana and 2 in front of you.
Alright, I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. So that's a con save on the 2 within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Con saves. Does a 15 pass?
Yeah.
1 success and 1 failure.
Okay, so the one that fails takes 2 radiant damage.
2 is blasted away by light
Okay, and then
and reduced to ash.
I'm going to keep out a line of sight of the archer, and then use my bonus action to spiritual weapon the other one next to me.
Okay. Yeah, you pull your spiritual weapon over and club this one.
19
That hits.
for 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, this thing is just barely holding together.
Okay.
You knock one of its arms off clean with your cudgel. And then it
The
goes
walking stick.
back up to you, Oriana, with your walking stick.
Alright, I'm going to bonus action, disengage, run over to the entrance as close as I can get to the scout.
Mhm.
I'm guessing they have not re-hidden since they shot it through. Then I'm gonna. I don't know if I can get all the way up to them.
You're probably they're 30 foot beyond the room, so you're probably 40 foot away from them.
Okay. And I'm gonna shoot off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Yeah, you're light, and you reveal.
I kind of already need to take a short rest anyway, so I'm gonna do a Hexblade's Curse on them. Oh, I guess they have to be within 30 feet. Okay, never mind. Well, in that case, I'm going to dash instead of disengage, so the zombie gets one.
Zombie doesn't have a reaction, so yeah, you just.
Why doesn't the zombie have a reaction?
I don't think they do, right? I thought that was one of their features.
That was only the one turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. The remaining zombie flails at you and connects, I think. It's a gentleman's 20.
Huh?
And does 6 points of damage as it clubs you with its arm.
Okay. Then I'm going to run another 30 feet. I'm only 10 foot away from the scout, and I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse. Get a 19 with my Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Jaeger, are you there?
Yeah, I just need to check something.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
Okay.
didn't hear anything. Sorry.
It does 9 points of damage.
okay. Yeah, you blast the scout with Eldritch Blast. It takes 9 points of damage. Yeah, you blast it. And it's cursed, so it has disadvantage on what kind of saves?
It has what?
Does Hexblade's curse give? I'm thinking of Hex.
No, nothing like that. It gives me proficiency on damage, or proficiency damage bonus. Crit on 1920, and if they die, I get temporary HP equal to +4.
Gotcha. After Oriana, it goes back to you, Brew. Yeah.
2 zombies.
There's
Still
one.
2 zombies still in the room. One in front of Brew, one in front of you.
Okay.
Scout.
Right. I probably can't get them both in the same blast.
Well, how big is your blast? 15 feet?
15-foot cone. Yeah.
Now that Oriana is clear, this room is only 40 foot across, and yeah, you can get both of them.
Oh, okay. Good. I'll do that then. I'll angle around and one more time with the fire.
All right. So they make dex saves.
Yep.
Both fail.
All right. They both. Oh, shoot. 6. They both take 6 fire damage.
Okay. Ooh, and they both make their undead fortitude saves. So you see like all the flesh char and rip away, and they both remain at 1 hit point.
Wait, I thought one of them already had that save, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or do they get it all the time?
I think they get it all the time. It says if damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, makes the con save equal to 5 plus the damage taken. Unless it's per crit.
Unless it's radiant or okay.
And on a success, the zombie drops to 1 hit point instead. Yeah, so they just barely both manage to hold themselves.
They can theoretically keep going as long as they keep making their save. Yeah.
After Groot, it goes to the scout. You hear her cuss and then turn and sprint off down the hallway. She runs 60 foot away from you guys. And then it goes to you, Victoria.
Right. I'm gonna.
Reaction. I need light.
You have light on your
No, I
sword,
turned
right?
it off.
Oh,
I'm gonna train spiritual weapon the zombie in front of me.
It's a lot of ones.
Really don't want.
You did a regular melee attack.
Yeah, I know. I just really don't want to have a attack of opportunity at me.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna disengage and run 30 foot out towards Ariana.
You disengage and run 30 foot. It goes to the zombies. Let's see. We'll shuffle over to you, Brew. After you blasted them and make 2 attacks.
Right.
Does a 14 hit you?
Yep.
Okay, they both clock you. Whew, for 10 points of damage.
0. Oh, wait, no, I gotta save. Hold on. I need to make a charisma save, DC 15. 5 plus damage taken. 17. Okay, I dropped a 1 hit point instead of 0.
Okay, yeah, you feel your knees go a little jelly for a moment, and then you pull it together through an act of will.
But unlike them, I can only do that once per long rest. So
Okay.
I'm gonna need to look out.
Oriana, it goes up to you. Groot has 2 on their last leg zombies around him, and the scout is sprinting off down the hallway.
I can probably take fire one more time, but we'll see.
Is there fire in this room?
Yeah, there are torches along the walls. You could grab one if you wanted.
Yeah, I grab a torch and I dash as a bonus action. So that gives me 60 feet of movement. Have I caught up or am I close?
You were 10 feet behind her before, so you're 10 feet behind her again.
Okay, then I use my action to cast Eldritch Blast again. 19 to hit.
That hits.
And it's on the big. Okay, 11 damage.
11. Okay. Yeah, and that drops her. You blast her in the back, and you hear her scream and collapse to the ground running. Oriana, it goes to you, group. You are surrounded by two hard skeletons.
Yes. I will try and get them both in one more flame blast.
Yeah, you blast both of them.
Okay.
They both fail their saves.
12 damage. Fire damage.
So they have to make a DC 17 save to stay on their feet. God. I'm rolling so high.
Natural 20s, right?
A natural 20 and a 19.
Yeah, you envelop them in flame. They are so charred and barbecued. And you see their flaming skulls glaring down at you.
Oh, God.
Victoria, you have a turn.
I'm not actually in this room. I'm in the wizard's tower right now. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and run away 30 feet outside. Which one of my companions is the nearest?
Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go behind Victoria and cower.
Oh God! Burning meat hanging off of these things as they shamble after you.
I'm gonna go back. I can't go back. And I'm gonna cast.
Refusing to die.
I'm gonna cast Ward of Radiance again, so that's a con save.
Okay, they both make con saves.
Yeah.
They get a 7 and a 5.
Okay, so that doesn't matter what I roll. It's radiant.
Yeah, it's radiant damage. You run behind Victoria, and she just casts a ward of light, and like runes spray forth from her hand, and reduce these flaming zombie meat skeletons to ash, and they just crumble to dust on the floor in front of you.
Alright. I'll just to the ground and sob for a little while. That's it.
Oh, good lord. They get a lot of saves.
They made some goddamn good saves.
I pilfer through the scout's pockets. Drag her body back.
She's got leather armor on. She's got a longbow and a short sword. And she's got, let's roll some rhino treasure. I was rolling really well during that fight. That was impressive. You guys did well.
I like that under fortitude thing for zombies. It actually makes them a little scarier.
Yeah, they don't do too much, except they can have the potential to just be hideous.
I mean, yeah, no, it was pretty menacing. Especially with a really squishy sorcerer.
Just imagine a whole plague of them.
Oh god.
Yeah, can you?
Like a whole mall full.
Ugh.
God.
Nope. Next time I'm gonna make Dragon's Breath radiant damage. That should help.
You guys find, okay, so you guys look through, you find some gold on the scouts. There are assorted gems and gold on the cult fanatic. All told totaling 110 gold. There's some little sapphires and emeralds that he has in a pouch. And also, there is a okay, so there's a
Oh, I think it could be.
There's a what?
there's a potion of healing that the cult fanatic has on his belt. And there,
Like 2d4 plus 2.
yeah, 2d4 plus 2 1. Okay. And there is a scroll of mage armor and a scroll of zone of truth. It's kind of fitting.
I'll just go ahead and hold on to those unless anybody else wants them.
On the cult.
You'll take what?
I'll take the mage armor if you don't mind.
Sure, I can take the Zone of Truth.
Sounds good.
Do you want the healing potion, Jaeger?
Yes.
Are we taking a short rest now?
I could
Yeah.
use it.
Please. Long rest would be favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how reasonable a long rest is, but I could definitely use one as well.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do a long rest, John.
No.
You look around. So, okay, to give you a sense of kind of what you're in, and it took you were walking for probably a good 10 minutes from the elevator shaft to this first room. I'm
Okay.
guessing you probably crossed like half a mile in that distance. It was quite a ways.
Yeah.
This room is a large semicircular room that kind of goes around you. There are a bunch of building materials up against the back wall, and there's kind of like a stone pedestal in the center that looks like it's been pretty recently carved. And
This is a natural. This is a carved out room.
what's
It's
that?
like carved out of rock, or is it look constructed?
It's carved out of stones that it looks like have been quarried elsewhere and hauled to here.
Okay.
So it's like a big 5 foot high. It's basically a 5 foot cube.
Is it bloody?
You inspect it. It doesn't look like there's any blood on it. There, fresh tool marks across the stone that's been carved into it. The
Can I do
shape.
a religion check on it?
Sure. Give me a religion check.
16.
16. Yeah, it looks like it's not complete, but you can tell that they have like a block of stone. It looks like they were carving it down into. It's kind of a little bit rounded in at the top.
Oh,
So like it, 5 foot wide, and then it kind of rounds in a little
like
bit,
this down.
and then it goes straight down. So while
Does it seem evil?
it's a stone thing, the shape of it implies that they were carving some kind of basin, but it's not complete.
Right.
I think my spiritual weapon was left the minute of it and just.
You just hold on with your spiritual staff. Just
I don't know what it is. I think it's evil.
to bits. You destroy their work. You look around. There are torches all along the outside edge, and then there are like tools. There are, chisels and picks and things that it looks like people have been working with.
What were the zombies working on when we came in?
They were hauling.
Stuff.
Yeah, they were hauling pieces of stone in from another hallway, which is like piled
Okay.
on the walls. Additionally, there are So there's the entrance you came in on, and then there are 3 more exits. One that's straight across from where you came in,
Mhm.
and 2 that are spaced evenly between those.
Okay.
Let's look at the.
They're spaced almost exactly evenly.
Yeah, can we kind of look into the hallways?
Mm.
Yeah.
See what they smell like.
Are there any rooms or just other hallways?
Oh yeah, no, this can't have been where the brimstone smell was coming from because there's really nothing in this room to make that smell.
Correct. Yeah, you smell that.
So
Here.
Are there any writing
Yeah.
supplies? Official seals?
No, you don't see anything like that in this particular room. Gru, give me a perception check if you go and kind of like sniff things out.
sure. 12.
Well, okay, I'm gonna name the hallways 1 through 4, going from
One's
one's-
when we came out.
yeah, one's where you came from.
Okay.
You got a 12. Okay, so one's where you came from.
Yeah.
2, there's kind of a continuing like mustiness smell. 3 has a bit stronger of that like sulfurous acrid smell.
Right.
It's actually quite pungent. And 4 has less of that sulfurous smell, still a tiny bit, and more of like dust hangs really heavy in the air. It smells like that smells like Teen Spirit. It smells like
Yeah.
Smells like an event. Yeah. Hmm.
Are there any drawings or maps on any of the humans?
on any of the humans.
Yeah.
Um,
Wrong.
no, not.
Are dead.
Huh?
The humans are dead.
Yeah, okay, you go over the cultist body, and there is like a diagram of the what they should have been doing with this room. There's a diagram of like what the pedestal should have looked like in its final form, which was kind of a really clear-cut hexagon kind of carved into the top of the basin.
Hexagons are the most evil of shapes.
They are.
Carved into the top of the basin with sharp lines,
Okay.
and then that being held in a basin pedestal. Additionally, they're kind of like there's a diagram of this room,
Okay.
and there are it looks like there are markings to carve 5 like depressions in the floor around that pedestal.
In
A couple of
shape
inches.
of a pentagram or something?
Yeah, they're spaced at about 60 degrees apart from each other, each one.
Take out the red gem from earlier.
Uh-huh.
Does it look like, is it reacting to being in this evil room?
It's still, you said, did you
had a
guys
glow.
completely suppress its light?
No.
Okay.
We were worried it was black.
It seems like it glows maybe a tiny bit brighter here in this place, deep under the earth. Sure.
I say we take a short rest and go.
Moreover, actually, as you're like kind of walking around the room, divining with it, as you come close to the body of the cultist, it, like that freshly dead body, it kind of brightens up a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's not steal his soul.
Yeah, put it away.
Okay.
Steal the soul.
Yeah, let's take a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
Oh, you can only use half of your hit dice on a short rest. That's a problem.
See what?
You can only use half of your hit dice on any one short rest.
Huh. Well, I'm only at 15 health anyway. I only had 1 left. I did not have that problem this time.
No, yeah, I can only use 2, and now I'm at 11 hit points.
I thought you could use all of them. I thought you could use all of them. Can you?
No, I think it's only half.
Really? I thought it was just you only recover half per long rest.
Oh, maybe that's it. Shoot. It's been so long since I've played the character where I had to worry about that. Look it up.
Anybody think about how shitty that scout was?
Oh yeah, you can spend all of your hit dice. Yeah. Okay.
Like, that
Yeah.
scout kind of, like, at the door, could have warned its friends that, like, we were not on the level, but then just sat there and, like, shot us in the back. Like,
Maybe he was asleep.
what?
Maybe she was asleep until the spell went off, and she's like, shoot, shoot.
No, I got the impression she was following us, like, from the other end of the tunnel.
I got the impression that she was at the tunnel, which is why we had to ask what our passive perceptions were.
Oh. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yep. No, you drop on us.
Alright, so
Oh, look at that. Another 7 hit points. I'm at 18 hit points. Nice.
not bad.
I have no hit points. I have nothing left.
Okay, so you guys take a little bit of time to kind of tend to your wounds and inspect this room.
Should I roll investigator, or have we pretty much seen everything?
You can give me an investigation roll if you like.
19.
19? Nice. Let's see. You've got all of the features of the room already, but you, with your investigation, like as you kind of spend some of the time puzzling over things during your short rest, you can tell that 2 of the pathways out of this room are more heavily trod than the others.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
one that
one of them we came in.
Yeah, the one that goes back to the entrance, and then the one directly across that goes, 180 degrees further on.
Oh, number 3.
Number 4. Number 3 also reasonably
Yeah, the smell. Yeah.
heavily trafficked.
Okay.
But number 2, not so traveled, eh?
Not so trafficked.
Can I go around to each of the tunnels while we're taking the ritual lottery?
Sure.
And, like, the question I would ask is, what's the fate of walking down this path? You look up.
Okay. Which one do you start with?
I start with 2. Let's
Okay.
go 2 to 4.
Okay. You do 2 to 4. When you do 2, you get real and woe.
Okay.
When you do 3, you get woe.
Okay.
When you do 4, you get.
You can say neither real nor well.
Oh, that's an option as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2, you get Yeah, 2 you get wheel and woe. 3 you get woe. 4 you get wheel and woe.
I vote for one of the wheel and woe tunnels.
Actually, 4 you get wheel.
Maybe that's the place to start then?
I guess.
Either way, sure. Go with the party.
Pretty solid, I guess.
I do call attention to the fact that this is the most widely traveled route. So if we're going to run into anybody, it'd be down this way. So we might as well do it while we're still at top strength-ish.
4 is the most traffic?
Yes.
Okay.
And it also has kind of like heavy rocky dust that hangs in the air when you were sniffing things out. Right?
Yeah.
And there's only like 8-ish people left. Because we've taken care of 4. And Foreman said that they're 12-ish.
They're probably the only ones.
12-ish.
Yeah.
Plus size.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down 4.
Okay.
Sure will.
You guys finish packing your barrels up.
There's probably mining going on down here. With the smell in the air.
And you walk about like 3 or 4 minutes down this hallway. It's a pretty similar hallway to the first one you came down. Dark. Are you walking with light? Same order as before? How are you doing things?
I guess I'll check again.
Okay.
11 plus, I think, 17. Yep.
All right. So Rue, you're at the lead. You have a 17 stealth. Yeah, you walk about 4 minutes down this hallway, plodding along, and the air is very still in this hallway. You can kind of see the great rock dust hanging in the air. And then, after a couple minutes, you see that it looks like there's a passageway that opens up to your right.
The tunnel keeps going and there's a passageway to the right.
Yeah, the tunnel continues going straight, but there's a separated passageway that opens off to the right.
Can I see anything down the passageway?
You walk up there and you peek your head around. And looking in, there is, it looks like a reasonably shallow hallway and then room beyond. There's like a wooden door at the end. Kind of shallow hallway of about.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the others and let them know we're going to take a slight detour.
Yeah. Crew comes back and reports to you guys.
So,
Yep, I'm here.
over to one side down the hallway.
There's a side hallway?
Yes, with a door. That might be interesting. I don't know. Covering possibilities, but you should probably check that door for traps, I guess. Whatever it is rogues do. Rogue the shit out of the door.
I check at the door for traps.
Yeah, you walk up this hallway and you inspect the door. Give me a investigation check.
What do you want?
21, did you say?
No, I said, what did you want? You said, give me a...
Investigation check.
Yeah, it's 4. Bad. Very bad.
4.
8.
8.
Move shit.
Yeah, you inspect the door. It appears to be a fairly normal, kind of heavy oaken door, reinforced with metal bands. You try the knob and it's locked.
Okay. I use my thieves' tools and I shall attempt to pick the lock.
Alright. Give me dexterity check with proficiencies. You're proficient in thieves' tools.
18.
18? Yeah. Oriana slips thieves' tools out and just kind of kneels right down next to this. And barely a moment goes by, and you hear a pretty satisfying click as it attaches and the latch goes across. Yep. You've unlocked it.
You solved your door puzzle.
You solved my door puzzle.
Yay! Open it up.
Solved your zombie puzzle, too.
Mm-hmm. We're great at this.
Um,
Open it.
I opened the door.
Okay. Yeah, you push the door open, and there's like a heavy creak. You guys have lights right now?
Wait, what?
More.
Oh, like,
Yeah. Beyond, there's a darkened room, and your torch light kind of casts into it. It doesn't look like there's anybody here as you step into the room. You kind of look around. In the center of the room, there's a fairly large table that has a whole bunch of documents scattered across it. In the corner, there are kind of like different sorts of arcane implements, so like bones where somebody was clearly doing some kind of augury.
Okay, keep in mind.
They look much more evil than yours.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah. They look like they might be lizard bones. Snake bone. There's a little snake. And there are, a couple of high-back chairs around this table, as well as a bookshelf that has just a few dusty old tomes sitting on top of it.
Can I actively check to make sure that there are no hidden people or corpses? Or
Give me a perception check.
yeah, that's a good idea.
um,
Walk into a wizard's lab on our.
Hey, you kind of cautiously perk your ears and listen and look around. You don't sense any signs of movement. It seems that this room's empty.
okay. I looked at the papers. I want a map of this place.
Yes. Indeed. You find just such a thing.
I solved your death puzzle.
Excellent.
You look
It's like a
across.
lot of options. I want to be able to know where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look across the desk, and there are a couple of things. There's a map that's kind of been splayed out and has weights holding it down open, which appears to be a map of these tunnels. It looks like it's pretty recently kind of freshly drawn. And you can see marked the elevator shaft that you guys came down. The whole tunnel set is carved in the shape of a pentagram.
That's fine.
So the tunnels that you came along that are rounded are the outside circle of that pentagram, and then
All right.
the room you were just in forms. You kind of can identify on the map. Forms the lower right spoke that branches off to two other points on the star. They're also in the center where those star passageways cross. You see another room marked on the map in the exact center with a hallway leading to it that comes from sort of the top bar of the star.
Okay.
So it's on the top.
Within the pentagram.
So if the elevator shaft is at the far south point of the circle, and you started walking up around to the right.
Okay.
So you're just past the bottom right point.
Okay. So we're halfway up the circle, maybe?
Yeah. And you see this room itself marked on the map. Just a little bit up.
I'm gonna look for any other that has like Lady Oriana, the other Countess.
Anything from the Countess?
Yeah.
Does this room look huge?
Yeah, it looks like the furniture in here is fairly recent.
Okay.
It's not like old musty furniture.
Right.
You know, the surfaces in this room are not super dusty. Let's see. Give me an investigation check.
I got a 19.
19. Okay. In addition
Why
to
they call me? I am expert.
in addition to the map of these tunnels, you find another map of the town of Dolge. And Oriana, you can't help but kind of pull those two maps together and line them up. And it sort of occurs to you that while the entrance to the mines was up the mountainside a little bit, you traveled an awfully long way down, and you've traversed quite a bit of distance underground as you've kind of gone around the outside arc of this pentagram. And if your compass in your head is right, you've been traveling kind of underground towards in the direction of the town of Dolge.
So the pentagram is directly underneath.
Of the town of Dolge.
That's probably not a problem. Can we tell where there was like a mining accident or collapse or something?
Yeah. There's some notes that are marked among some of the other documents. And on your map, the points of the pentagram are labeled going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting from starting from 12 o'clock. So the one you just walked by is 3.
Okay.
Point 2 is there's some notes mentioning that there was a collapse at point 2, and like
So point 2 is where we're headed.
Yeah, that was the direction that you're walking up towards.
Right.
And like list the names of some miners that were lost in that accident. Yeah, you see like kind of a staffing roster is one of the other documents among this. There are like additionally on that staffing roster, you see like the names of miners, and then you also see like the names of family members. And there are 5 names on that list that have just a strike through. And they're all names that don't have family members listed next to them.
Right. I think we might have just incinerated the reanimated corpses a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is there any so this room is basically just, it's not like a storage room, it's more like a documents room.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it seems like an office. There are like a couple of arcane implements. It seems like.
Is there a room that looks like it's holding more heavy equipment or something? I'm hoping we can find like some dynamite, because I think we need to blow up the pentagram.
Storage type. Probably the points the star on the edge would have.
Yeah, there are 2 other such rooms on this map. There is a room, so if point 1 is compass north, so you're kind of to the southeast in your current room. There's a similarly shaped room to the southwest,
Okay.
and then another one to the northwest.
Okay.
Oh,
So there are three of these similar rooms that kind of branch off outside of the pentagram design.
And
Yeah, they're noticeable. They kind of stand out to you in that they are not incorporated into the pentagram design of the tunnels.
right. Check those out, I guess.
Oriana kind of goes about and starts collecting a lot of other paperwork and putting it in her bag.
Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy this place. Let's collect stuff for evidence first.
Any signs of recent use?
Yeah, I mean, your investigation check sort of indicates this room is not super dusty. It does seem like there's been activity in here. It has been recently used.
All right, so I grab all the papers that I can find.
Mhm.
What do the books have? Are the books just spell books? Are they?
You glance through the shelves, and these books stand out as
necrotic ritual for dummies.
a little bit different. They're written in a bit older language. They like the bindings appear much more worn and weathered. And they have kind of
Next level.
unintelligible runes that you can't read written on the covers. They're two of those books.
We should probably just burn them.
Next level. All right, I put them in my.
You don't want to burn them?
No, I don't want to burn them.
Probably burn them.
No, don't burn them.
What? Pretty sure they're evil.
Just because you can't read does not make them evil.
That only makes all books evil. Pretty sure. Nothing good ever comes out of them.
Does your tribe even write?
Nope. Ceremonial.
I hear you prefer oral histories.
Writing is purely a form of punishment.
Yeah, that's how it was in my house too.
The evils of brain working. Basically like magic.
Yeah, and that's kind of about what you locate in this room.
Okay.
There's also, let's see here. There's also another 100 gold worth of assorted gems and kind of like ritual components in some of the cubbies of the bookshelf, as well as, you know, like a small onyx statue.
Okay.
Aquatic statue?
Onyx.
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 It's a Pokemon statue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I understand.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Small statue.
Start collecting them all.
Let's see.
I think of this as 6 dark figurines.
Sure. Burn them all.
Throw it at the next enemy we see. I choose you on it.
That's what that small gem is you're holding. It's not a soul-stealing gem. It's for capturing things.
Oh, it's
Pokeball.
Pokeball.
Exactly.
That's Pokemon soul in it.
Okay, so we should probably investigate some of the other rooms around the edge, I guess, before we head for the center.
Yeah, the center seems like a scary place.
I mean, yeah, we need some kind of plan. I'm not great at those.
Also, among the bookshelf, there's like a little rack with a couple of different potions. Do any of you have identified?
9.
I can taste them. See what happens.
Cause I'm tight.
Okay. Yeah, there are 3 unidentified potions. There's also a small silver sphere about the size of a baseball resting on.
Well, it seems like a good thing to throw at someone.
No clue. You can see if it's magical.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No way of telling what these are.
Yeah, I don't have any strong preference then as to like where we head. If we just want to go along the outer rooms.
Yeah, go back the other way. I guess one of the other storage rooms is that way.
Well, let's head to the next compass.
Yeah.
Number 2, which is where the collapse happened, right? There might be more people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go there and just kill people.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Let's get them good, fuckers.
Just shank people in Baylor's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
By Taylor be shanked.
You guys head out of this room. And up towards the north. Another 5 minutes along this hallway, about a quarter-mile long, and eventually you get along to a point where the sides of the tunnel are collapsed. There's kind of strewn rubble that completely blocks the passageway in front of you, and there's heavy like stone grit in the air, hanging in the air.
There's no way forward here.
Yeah, it seems to be blocked off.
Okay. So there's no one actually at the collapse.
This might be a good place for a long rest, maybe? Question mark.
Yeah,
I would be fine with it.
I could use it.
Do you think they're obviously planning some kind of ritual with the town? Do you think we have enough time for a long rest?
No.
I mean, we haven't completed it if this tunnel is still collapsed, right?
That's true.
I mean, I'm of either mind. I think we can keep going, kill them all. Nothing left but our fists and blood.
I mean, yeah, I'm not entirely tapped out, like,
Yeah.
but I suppose we
I
can
mean,
keep going.
1 or 2 more fights.
Yeah,
I
I
would say let's be conservative with resources. Head to the next thing and see what happens.
okay. I can manage one more fight, probably not 2, but we'll see.
I can probably do
Let's
one.
focus on physical attacks. I can give people advantage. What do you say, Margaret?
Yeah, I probably have one more fight in me, depending on how much we all get hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a little less than half my spell slots. Can I do a religion check to see if it seems like this tunnel needs to be complete for whatever horrible ritual to occur?
Sure. Give me a religion check.
13?
13. Many as you look around this endpoint, this dead end in the tunnel, it looks like this was complete. And then it kind of like caved in.
Okay.
So
So the path is sort of.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not raw stone, it's
Right.
broken.
All right. So the question then is, do we want to walk the outer path, which is going to be a lot less direct, or do we want to take one of the cross tunnels?
Connecting tunnels. That'll be faster to get to the other side, because that way we can skip the one we've already been through.
Yeah.
I say we go down Wheel and Woe then.
Yeah.
Or we just go to the Brimstone Chamber. That's cool too. I'm ready for
Let's
that.
not do that. No, that's probably the center of this thing. And
Yeah, that's the thing, John. If we're at our last fight, let's make it our last fight.
Wheel and Woe would take us to the northern point.
Wheel and
right?
Woe headed towards 5. So it's the northwest.
Hmm.
Woe headed towards the northern point. 1.
No, one was only came.
Oh, really? Okay. Is that did I say
Wait.
Wheel and Woe
You
was?
said Wheel and Woe was 2. So one was the one we came from, then 2, and I'm putting it down.
Yeah.
That sounds right in my head.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You're here.
Oh, I've got it flipped then, because I just said it came from the right.
I see.
Okay, then yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
so this is Woe. This is Wheel and Woe. This
Okay.
is where you are.
Yes, let's go Wheel
Yeah.
and Woe.
As we head back, I stop by that room and see if they have any ink and pens and official seals and.
Yeah, there's parchment. There are. There's a seal. And there's all kinds of ink.
Cool. I'm gonna take it all later.
Okay. There are also like some, powders and unguents and ritual components.
Yeah. I don't think I need those.
Yeah, I'll take some of those actually. Various miscellaneous powders and unguents.
I starts adding them to his smoothies.
Yeah. So I found my picture.
Soylent Brew.
Alright. So you guys are headed back, and you are going to take
Wheel and Woe. So that you said that was the
Number
northern
2.
one.
yeah, so the one that goes towards point number 5.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You guys head back down.
I mean, it's feasible we could intersect with something coming from point 4 and head towards point 4, right?
Yeah, we could just keep
I'll-
walking.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna take with the bottom cross beam and hit point 4.
We're
Because point 2 is the
We're-
cloud.
right. 2 to connect with 5 and 1.
We need letters and numbers.
Yes, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, and that's allowed to walk around and take point 4.
Yeah, it doesn't go to 3 and 4 because those are adjacent.
Right.
But however, since there are paths coming from all 5 points, at some point we should hit an intersection that would head towards 4 if we wanted to change direction and head that.
Yeah, we can do
Unless the paths are not on the same plane.
The paths do intersect. You can tell that from the map that you have.
that. Oh,
So do we want to go to 4 or do we want to go to 5?
4.
Oh, let's go to the intersection and then I'll redo Augury because one of them could be Wheel and one of them could be Woe.
Is Augury a first level spell or is it a cantrip? It's a ritual. Okay.
So it would take me 20 minutes, but
There should be a straight path from 2 to 4.
Yeah, there would be.
Yeah.
No, there wouldn't be.
Yeah, so let's head down there.
Yeah, you can't get into the room at 2 because of the collapse.
Oh, right.
Go
Okay.
back to 3.
Let's go around the circle then.
Yeah, we're going back.
I'm glad we're so fast at making decisions.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to the intersection. Anything happened before the intersection?
Repeat that.
We go through 3.
Anything happened? We're going to point 3, going through tunnel 2 towards point 5. When we get to the intersection between 5 and 4, Victoria starts doing rituals for Augury. Does anything happen before that?
So it's at the point between 3 and 4 that you're doing your augury rituals.
Right.
yeah,
Or yeah, between 3 and 5,
going this way.
intersecting.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a particular, you asked a particular question? Yeah, what's the particular question you asked?
What weights if we take this?
What?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I just like that question. What weights? What weights ahead?
Wheel or woe?
Wheel or woe? Okay. On the path that leads to 4, you get woe.
Okay.
On the path that leads to 5, you get wheel and woe.
Ooh.
Keep going to 5.
Definitely not 4.
I don't like the woe alone.
Only bad.
Whoa. Sorry.
Too much woe for me.
Not-
all right.
Whoa, so much.
Okay.
Whoa. Yes. Okay. We'll head to 5 then.
Let's see. So you spend probably another like 20 minutes traversing to get to that intersection. And
20 minutes of augury.
yeah, another 20 minutes with augury. As you're chilling at that intersection, doing your augury, Brood, you have the highest perception, I believe, right? Or no, you have the highest perception. Okay.
14. I think he's got 11.
Yeah, mine's 11.
Yeah, you have 14. Okay. As you are,
But I'm sort of doing a different thing, so I don't know if you
you
want
have passive perception. So as you're finishing up your second augury at that intersection, you hear a shuffling coming from off down the hallway in the direction of 4,
Okay.
coming towards you.
Some woe is coming towards us.
It's like kind of yeah, like a shuffling sound. A scraping and a sucking sound.
So,
People want to shuffle.
Oh,
Yeah, do
like
we
a
want-
ooze. Similar to the black plague ooze that we saw earlier.
Oh, not a dry shuffling, but a
Yeah.
wet shuffling.
No, not like that.
um,
It's like a scraping sound.
should we just keep trying to move on towards?
Does it sound
Looks
like
like he got his monster manual out either way. If we gotta go, we gotta go now. Time to go.
Let's go.
Or we run towards it and fight it.
Is it moving towards us?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's coming towards you.
It's slow.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's coming super fast. No, it's not coming super fast.
I say we just hustle our way to 5.
All right, hustle the way to 5.
yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me.
I was down. I was ready to fight. We're just gonna get some wheel before woe.
Yeah, I'm all about the
Whoa,
wheel.
it's woe all around.
Just way too eager for the woe.
Yeah, so you continue on for about 5 minutes until you come to the second intersection
Okay.
along the way, right?
Right.
Along the way to 5. Just past on the other side of that intersection, there are just like an assortment of scattered bones across the hallway. They're all jumbled up. You know, there's like rib cages, there's arms, there's legs, there's skulls, but they're just all jumbled different. And they sort of like, it's like they've been dumped here across this arc of the pathway
Dead.
in the direction that you're heading.
Okay, I'm gonna use my eyes to the grave,
Mhm.
and that detects undead not under full cover from 60 foot.
Okay.
Bones below.
You most of it is inert, but there are 2 like hand and arm bones that seem to have a faint like necromantic aura around them.
Point them out.
I feel like maybe they're wands. Yes, I'm gonna go grab them. See if they're magical.
I mean, they're undead.
But it's like a hand and an arm. Maybe someone made a wand out of it.
You're welcome to grab it if you want.
Yeah, let's try this.
You walk up to one of these that she points out.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Pick it
stay
up.
behind him and be ready to ward of radiance it.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see. You walk up to one of these arm bones, and you reach out to touch it, and as you do so, it snaps up at you and tries to grab onto you. Give me a dex save.
Okay.
Can I react and help him? Since I'm right there ready with my.
Oh god. What's
Yeah, you're hyper alert. You're like, this is a bad idea. Yeah, you can give him advantage because you're just like, no.
Oh no, still 7.
Oh crap!
Still 7. Yeah.
I rolled a 4 to 1.
Snaps up onto your arm and just clutches you deep. The fingers bite into your forearm, and you take
Holy shit!
you take 7 points of damage as this thing grips you, bites deep, and then like the arm is it appears to be like planted into the ground, and it holds you restrained.
Was it a wand?
Can I can I ward of radiance it?
Yeah.
It's a con save.
I'm just gonna start shrieking and casting firebolt at it.
Yeah, you guys both flip out and just blast this thing until it is obliterated and reduced to dust.
It wasn't the wand.
You still have, like, you sever the forearm, you still have, like, the hand lashed in, and you have to kind of, like, pry it up out of your arm.
Oh god.
I'm gonna kind of push the bones together as well as I can, and then light them on fire.
Okay. How are you lighting them on fire?
Just using my torch. Bones
I
burn.
feel like you
If I control flame as a cantrip, I can just make it.
Yeah, you kind of got to heat it up. But like maybe if you did a bunch of fireballs or
That too. Yeah. You can do
you
that.
got to get it kind of hot to get it to burn. I think
Okay, just put my torch out until they start.
you're gonna get it up to like bonfire temperatures. I think to do meaningful burning.
My understanding, I don't know. My understanding is the bone is good fuel, similar to wood.
We've burned sheep before, and the bones are always left after the bonfire. I mean, I realize that that's with flesh around it, but
It's
Okay.
to burn them, but it is hard.
I don't have anything to do to create an accelerant, so I don't know. I'm just gonna burn it with my torch until I just get bored with it, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of char them a little bit, but they don't really light up.
Well, stick your torch under there, and I can use control flame on it. You instantaneously expand the flame 5 feet in one direction, provided that wood or other fuel is present. So I'm assuming I can, as part of that if it's gonna burn, it'll burn.
Yeah, with control flame, you can kind of like fan it up into a larger area. So there's like a 10-foot wide by 15-foot long segment of hallway that's strewn with bones. How much of it do you want to set alight?
this says that it takes 2 hours at 1,000 degrees Celsius.
Oh shit!
And then that will just render them brittle and crumbly so that they fall apart and shatter.
Okay, these bones probably aren't burning.
This is what the internet tells me.
Right? No, that's fine.
Yeah, there's not enough meat on
Yeah,
them.
it doesn't work.
Oh well, it was worth a try.
But you are able to point out the one other of these that is in some way.
That one's also probably not a wand.
We'll avoid that one this time.
I whisper over to Gru. I'm like, hey, it's probably a wand.
Do you think? The other one wasn't.
Yeah, but that one was a trap. This one could be a wand.
What are the chances you roll tails twice?
I mean, really, what are the chances they're both the same thing? It could be a wand.
I try to shepherd them on.
You like push them along and steer clear of the other trap.
If you don't get it now, it's forever gone.
And head on past down this hole. You continue on for another couple of minutes until you start to observe webs, kind of like around the floor.
Speaking of things that are flammable.
And up to the walls.
Okay.
Burning the webs.
You begin burning the webs.
Use control flame to help out. Just make it.
We burn all the webs.
You proceed a bit deeper in, kind of burning along the walls and floor as you go, and the webs get denser and denser until eventually they close off the passageway entirely. They're kind of like tunnels through them. They basically fill the entirety of this pathway heading forward. It sounds like it's pretty good. Just burning away.
We just get a clear cut. Yeah.
Yeah, slowly control flame and my torch. Just kind of slowly making our way through.
Let's see. As you're going, like, there's such a large amount of material here. You're using control flame to light things up. The hallway's kind of starting to fill up with smoke. Which mostly comes out your way because beyond it's full of web. Yeah. Yeah, maybe each of you give me a con save.
Oh god.
Haha.
Oh god. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
You can carry me.
Perfect.
Oriana, what did you get?
15.
15? Okay. Yeah, the two of you guys are okay as you're kind of working away, but Victoria, you're kind of like hacking and heaving through the smoke. You take one level of exhaustion from all the smoke inhalation.
Maybe if you would help and get up here at the front where the smoke is the least.
That does make sense.
That is not fire damage.
You're resistant to fire damage. Do you continue to burn away at these webs?
I mean, how much progress?
You've probably cleared about like 100 foot of tunnel.
How much tunnel do we think is left compared to our maps?
You're guessing there might be another 300 foot ahead of you.
Oh god.
2.5.
This might not be the best way to do things.
I
will not be DM top one.
He used to be herded. Railroaded.
It's whatever you want, Jeff.
I'm keep going. I just can't really help. I don't have any unradiant flames, and I don't have any cutting items either.
Right. I actually, to be honest, I'm fine with continuing the flames. Gru really doesn't want to get bound up and held in one spot.
Okay.
Ever
Yeah.
again.
Let's do it. We're gonna keep doing it. Control flames. Go.
Bad day for that. It's not great.
Okay. You proceed. And you work through like another 50 foot of this webbing. when from further on, you sense like motion on the webs, there's like kind of vibration going through them as they're being burned away, and you like kind of burn your way through an egg sac, and you see like millions of little tiny baby spiders just go up in smoke, and you hear like little chittering.
Chemical sparks. Yeah, just.
And then from like further on, you see a couple of shapes rushing across the webs toward you guys.
Yep.
No one could have seen this
As you
coming.
disturb the webs.
It's a surprise.
Give me an initiative roll.
Gentleman's 20.
18.
Ooh.
17.
20, 18, 17. Gru, you're going first. You see
All right.
about kind of when it one of these shapes begins to resolve itself through the depth. You can only probably see 20 foot ahead of you in the webs because it's so dense. So at about 20 foot away, you see two figures.
Large spiders.
Large spiders approaching you through the webs.
Alrighty. Was expecting this one. Let's see. Damage that I do. Ooh, yes. Okay. Well, I will cast Chromatic Orb, fire, at one of the shapes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, ranged spell attack against the target. Oh, does 24 hit?
Yes, a 24 definitely hits.
And I'll take 3d8 fire damage.
Damn.
Oh, and I'm going to use my... Shoot. Are they large? Medium? What size are they?
6.
Okay.
Ability check.
Once per short rest, I can do my level and extra damage against an enemy larger than I am. So I'm going to add another 4 damage to this.
Okay.
You're in the small. 5 and 7 plus 4, 11 points of fire damage.
Yeah,
I rolled
you blast this figure for 11 points of fire damage, and you hear it shriek, and your fire also like burns a little passageway straight to it as it goes to it, and it catches fire to some of the web around it as you do so. Give me an extra d6 points of fire damage as it incinerates web immediately where it lands.
Nice.
How much was your original damage?
11
Okay.
plus an extra d6?
Yeah.
Oh, an extra 4 then. Yeah.
Extra 4. Okay, so you do 15 points of fire damage to this thing.
Nice.
And then, Oriana, it goes to you. Bruce open fire, and these things are skittering on towards you. Now that there's kind of like an opening has opened up towards them, you can see a third figure behind these two large spiders.
Victoria was for me.
What's that?
Thought Victoria was for me. I got a 17.
I had to re-roll mine because I had a level of exhaustion, so now I have a 6.
Oh, okay. Why are you getting so exhausted? All we do is burn some webs. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast against whatever closest target's taking damage.
You have advantage.
Natural 20,
Oh, shit.
10.
Yeah, you blast the same spider that Gru blasted with his chromatic sphere.
14.
14 points of damage.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you blast this thing and you punch a hole through its lower mandibles, and you see it shriek and kind of curl in on itself.
Yeah.
As black ichor kind of spews out of it. And the other two continue to rush forwards at you guys. One of them, the figure in the back is kind of has spider-like mandibles, but stands upright on its hind legs as it skitters along the webs.
It's unnatural. Destroy it.
Oh god. Yep.
Very
Cleanse.
good.
Burn it with fire.
Super.
Yep. Right into cleanse mode.
And let's see, the giant spider spits webs at you, Oriana. Ooh, and gets a 7 to hit. So webs go flying past you and hit the wall behind you. And the other smaller figure takes the shot at Guru and only gets a 9. So it also misses. And it goes
We are loyal to the fire. Your web does not scare us.
They are chittering angrily at you and screeching. Victoria, it goes to you.
Are either of them injured?
No, neither of them is injured.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to. I think spiders are wise. I'm gonna toll the dead.
Okay.
The spider.
The spider? Okay. 18. Sorry, I'm rolling really well against you.
I'm used to it.
I have good dice luck when I'm jamming.
Yeah.
It goes up to you, Brew. Yeah, one of these things has shriveled and died under your combined assault. The other is attempting to restrain you, but failed.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Just gonna go ahead and burn my last second level spell slot to do Dragon's Breath again.
Well,
Okay.
that's not what we talked about.
What?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna kill this barber.
They just want to tie you up, completely restrain you in a little cocoon, and then drain all of your moisture.
Yeah, no.
You lick the inner.
No.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do exactly to him,
turn the insides into moisture and then suck the moisture out.
just like what Brew does.
Yeah.
The liquid diet.
Wait, yeah, that's you're related to that, right?
Next time we take a long rest, Drew's not gonna sleep. He's just gonna stare at the wall and twitch for 8 hours.
We're a coffee bar, man. Coffee bar.
Oh god. No, make your next save.
As it dawns on you that these are perhaps your greatest nightmare in terms of scenarios, please give me a sanity check.
Shit.
Which, as I recall, you went up to 12, so you have +1, and then you have proficiency.
Right. Oh shit. What's the dice? Or is it just a D20?
Yeah.
I forgot how we're doing that. Oh, sanity. Yes, 12 + 1. Okay, yeah.
So you should have like
+3 total. 17 + 3, 20.
yeah, you totally succeed.
Still gonna fill this garter with fire.
You
Make it
are
work.
furious based down your fear.
Yeah. DC 14.
DC 14. Also, I mean, give you inspiration for your panicked use of fire in this inappropriate circumstance to face your fear.
Definitely not inappropriate. It's perfectly appropriate.
Okay, so they make DC 14.
Dex. Which is probably pretty good at.
So they're about 20 foot out from you.
Oh.
So you would have to approach a bit closer or wait for them to approach closer to you in order to reach with your fire.
No, I'm not gonna wait. I'll charge forward. That's fine.
The,
Just
web,
headbutt.
the immediate fringe of web between you and them, there's like, it's burning, so you have to run through a little bit of fire.
Oh. No, I'll delay my action then until they're closer. Or until I can move
Or
forward.
you can like ready in action to spew on them when you approach. Either.
That'll work.
Um, And actually, then it goes to them, and they both rush forward towards you guys, which will trigger your ready action.
Okay. So Dex.
They make their dex saves. One gets a 21, and the other gets a 14.
Yeah, they both save. So they both take 11 half 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Yep.
And then they also roll an extra d6 because as the webs ignite around them, they each take an extra d6 of damage.
Right. Another 4, so 9 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And then they rush forward at you guys through all of this fire. Let's see. The giant spider will lunge at you and make a bite attack, Gru.
Okay.
It gets a natural 1. It chitters and you manage to hold it off. There's poison dripping from its fangs onto your face.
Yeah.
And then the bipedal one rushes up at you, Oriana, and makes a bite and a claw attack. It gets a 19 with its bite.
That hits.
And a 13 with its claw.
Misses.
So it does 12 points of damage.
12?
And you feel, yeah. And you feel a bit of poison bite into you, and give me a con save.
Well, 21.
Okay, you succeed as you fight down the.
Sorry, not 21. 19.
Yeah, you fight it down.
Okay.
As you fight down the poison, that you feel it inject into your veins, and then it goes to Victoria.
How do they look after all the burning?
They still look angry. They look pissed.
But not bloodied.
No, not bloody.
Does the bipedal one
You deal 9 points of damage to each of them, and that's the first damage they're taking.
fire? Can they get fire damage?
Did my turn get missed?
Your turn did get missed. You should
Okay.
go back to after Guru. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
You're good. I just. Yeah.
Acted before that.
I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Hexblade Curse this one in front of me.
The bipedal one or the giant spider?
Giant spider.
Okay.
Whatever. What's in front of me?
The Ettercap is the one that's lunging at you. Or the bipedal.
Ettercap then. Ettercap is the one that's fighting me, then that's the one I'm gonna go ahead and back at. Are we all within 5 feet of it?
Yeah.
So I'm not-
I'm probably further back.
I think you and Guru are within 5 feet of it.
I moved away from
Okay.
the whole thing.
Yeah. With all the smoke inhalation.
I have asthma.
But I probably won't get my sneak attack on it. 21 to hit, 6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you step.
Can I before I guess can I like sidestep a little bit and get advantage with Guru or
Yeah, you can do that.
okay, I do that and
You'd have to step like.
into the webs.
Yeah.
I step a little bit into the webs.
Which are burning, so you take a d6.
Never mind, I don't do that. I can't do that. Sorry, I just do 6 damage.
Okay, got it.
I'm at 3 health.
Oh.
It screeches and chitters with its mandibles at you. And then it goes to the Ettercap, which bit you, and then it goes to you, Victoria.
I'm going to. We're going to have to take a short rest after this, right?
We're gonna have to take a walk. Yeah, short rest definitely.
At least. Okay, I'm gonna channel divinity path to the grave. The Ettercap?
What does that do?
The next thing that hits it, the creature has vulnerability to all attacks of that damage.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
So
And how long does the vulnerability last?
you and your questions forever until it's burned to death.
might as well be forever.
Oh, okay. And then the curse ends.
Okay. So it takes double damage from the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And okay, why not? I'll cast my spiritual weapon, maybe. Or how badly hurt are you guys?
Hurting.
Brutal?
Yeah, pretty hurting.
All right, I'll cast prayer of healing.
Sure, you can wait till I die if you want.
I mean, that is my preference,
You can also.
but you
ready
seem
action.
upset about that.
I'm either way on it. It's gonna be one turn from now, anyways.
You wait till he dies and then just heal the two of us. It'll be fine.
Keep you at the same point in the initiative.
If she would have wanted to go.
All right, already a prayer of healing.
The only difference is if he does not drop the
I've
trigger,
lost my, yeah,
then you lose that action.
that's fine.
And you want to do it drops.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Victoria's turn. She's readying an action to heal you after you suffer. Gru, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I catch both of them in one fire blast again?
Yeah, you can. They're facing off, filling this hallway in front of you and Oriana side by side.
Perfect. I will make them do deck saves again.
Oh, you know what? I can't. That was an action, not a bonus action. So I can't do that.
Do you have a bonus action that you want to do?
Yeah, I was gonna spiritual weapon, but I think that was not doing anything. Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So they both make deck saves.
Yep.
They get an 11
Nope.
and a 16.
Yes, that saves.
Okay, so the
so-
Ettercap is failed and it's vulnerable to the fire, so it's going to take double damage.
Oh god. So the Ettercap takes 20 fire damage, and the spider takes 5.
Spider takes 5. Okay.
That's quite a disparity.
Yeah, they are both bloodied and charred and pissed off. You can see like little hairs being burned away from the spider.
Do they both
and
take
Oriana,
20 again?
They don't what? No, the webs have already been burned away from your last blast.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and move back about 15 feet.
Yeah, you head off backwards.
Yep. Oriana's got this.
Do I?
Oriana,
Yeah.
you're on your own, facing off against 2 spider monstrosities.
Well, I rolled pretty high. Ettercap, 17 to hit.
That hits.
17 to hit the Ettercap, no?
Yeah, that hit. Yeah.
It does 20 damage.
20 damage? Yeah, you put your sword right through this thing's belly, and you see it like fall forwards into your sword, chittering and shrieking into your face as it falls lifeless.
That's what you get, you poisonous brick.
And is that your turn?
Oriana's like, I guess I'll close the distance to the giant spider.
Okay, it's basically like 5 foot away from you.
Yeah, so I just kind of like stand this way.
All
Bonus action, I will. I don't know. I will help with his attack.
Okay.
I'll give advantage to, I don't know.
Would helping me with the fire breath give them disadvantage on dex? I don't know.
No, it wouldn't.
No, probably not. Well shot.
I help.
And then it goes to the giant spider's turn that you just closed with. Yeah, it's gonna try to bite you.
Oh, no.
It's gonna try to bite you. You see it rear back, and its pointy, poisonous, dripping fangs come down at you. It gets a 12 to hit you.
12 does not hit.
Yeah, okay. It's like holding it off above you as if like mandibles are trying to reach into you. It goes to you, Victoria.
I tried to die. should have stepped into the fire.
Okay. How bad does this spider look?
Bloody.
How wide does it look? Pretty wide?
Moderately wise.
Alright, yeah, give me a whiz save.
Which say? 10.
There we go. And he's damaged.
And he's damaged.
So that's 10. 10 necrotic.
Yeah, you see like two of its eyeballs shrivel away,
Oh.
and it kind of like withers noticeably, but it's still just barely hanging on. And it goes back up to you, Gru.
Okay. Make it. Damn it.
What are you
Dex save?
making? A dex
Dragon.
save?
Yep.
Okay, so you're rushing back up.
Yeah, I'll move back.
A gentleman's 20 on its dex save.
Okay, it saves. It takes 2 damage.
This is the most dexterous fucking spider in the goddamn world.
Yeah, they have high dex.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're spiders. Yeah, you pour fire out from your mouth over it, and you see it finally convulse and shrivel and char in and roll over on its back. It's kind of its carapace makes little popping noises as it boils inside, and it shrivels and dies.
Oh god.
It's still kind of smoke filling the hallway.
You know what? I'm gonna drink its insides.
It
Play.
is already cooked inside.
It's already cooked. Fine. Just make a little hole in the carapace.
The corner.
Yeah.
This is good. You guys want any? That's delicious.
Oriana takes out like a small book and starts writing things down in it, like just as we expected. Goblins are insatiable creatures that have an appetite only for spider guts and.
I take one of its legs and stick it around inside to make sure everything is nice and pureed in there, so I can slurp it out of the hole in the shell.
You scramble its innards.
Yeah.
I draw pictures.
Oh, God. Also, I'm going to use the rest of my dragon's breath on the webs further on.
Yeah.
Well, I might.
Shove your way forwards. Dragon breathing away. I mean, as you proceed, thick black smoke begins to fill the passageway from the amount of burning that's happening. Give me one more con save.
16?
16.
Does it take?
Yeah, you huff a lot of smoke, but apparently that doesn't bother goblins.
No. We're used to it. Fine.
Yeah, most of it goes up over your head. Yeah, and you kind of char a path ahead of these guys. And that's probably a good point for us to stop the session. It sounds like you guys are winding up to try to take a long rest. What do you want to do to settle in for your long rest? Where do you want to do that?
Well, kind of in this next room, I was thinking, but
Yeah.
So if we still get some of
So when you killed the spiders, it was full of. So you proceed on up to the next room, and you see kind of a similar layout. Actually, maybe we'll leave the exposition of that for next session. There's another pedestal. This one appears to be complete. It has, one of these hexagonal depressions in the middle of it. There's also rather a large gem, about like yay big.
Oh shit.
The size of like a rugby ball that is kind of it has a dull blood red hue to it. And it's kind of deep dark red. Crimson.
Does it have an inner glow?
No, it's not. And there are also and that's kind of like lying resting on the floor in a case. Off to the side, and then there are also, some other tools and materials scattered about the room.
Okay. This is a complete focus thingy.
Yeah, or a very nearly complete one. You notice that some of the depressions that were marked in the cultist diagram, those have not been carved into the room. Yeah. And
Sounds good.
Yep. So we can take a long rest here while we figure out what this thing is. And whether we can disrupt it.
Yeah. You guys can we can sort of figure out how you settle in next time and take your long rest.
Sure. Yeah, we needed that.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are about due for one.
Yeah. Pretty much all of my spells are second level spells. So I tend to run out of slots pretty quick.
Actually, I am curious, what kind of resources do you guys have left?
I have 3 HP and 4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I have
Short rest will get me back to whatever I need.
I've got 3 first level spell slots and 11 hit points.
I have 29 hit points.
And spells.
3
Yeah.
spells.
Oh, and I have no hit dice left either.
Oh, no hit die.
No hit die. I don't get my strength of the grave saving throw if I drop to 0 anymore. Yeah. Oh, I do have 2 sorcery points.
Oh, okay. So you actually have some spell slots left.
Yeah.
1, maybe 2.
Yeah, 2 additional spell levels. Cool. All right, good. That's a good stopping point then, where you guys can kind of settle in, try to fortify your position and take it along.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go stop the broadcast then here.
All right, cool.
Oh.